Well, yeah, but I mean, like this. So, Hitler participated. Like there were war crimes.
Yes.
War crimes.
He comes.
So, but
yes.
but when you're engaged in and conducting war crimes, then the ultimate punishment for that would be death. So point out. So like. And this is wartime too. This is a belligerent nation. The United States was opposed to the Axis powers. So, and Hitler was the leader of Germany. So, yeah, typically when you're having an actual physical war with somebody, you're trying to actually like take out the leadership.
Yes.
So there's actually like legal justification, wartime justification for attempting to kill like commanders, leaders of the opposing military because you're at war. In this case, however, I guess my question to you would be, has Charlie Kirk committed an act that the state would be able to commit capital punishment against him for any of his conduct?
No, and
So Hitler, as a belligerent against the United States, did commit certain acts during wartime that would warrant capital punishment.
Yes. My question here, when bringing that up, is not to pose like, why is Hitler deserving and Charlie Kirk isn't. I'm not posing that question. I understand the difference there. The question I am posing is, are there circumstances in which it's warranted? Regardless of what the circumstances are, I'm just wondering if that's a threshold you can reach, which you've said yes to.
So why then can't I say, well, the threshold for murder or assassinating somebody is because they hurt my feelings?
A personal belief like that, it's up to you.
My feelings got hurt.
See, I think that's absurd, but people hold their own individual beliefs. The threshold lies where it lies for each individual. We can't affect that.
Or what about somebody, I don't know, somebody called me stupid.
Sure, yeah, that's insane. But I think that
them?
Not legally. The same, like anyone can murder anyone. We are really drastically overlooking the point that people are being killed with guns specifically, constantly in this country, obsessively.
Yeah.
And we only really care when it's a public face like this because it's fun to cause outrage, I guess. People love to argue, right? I think that, frankly, the most upsetting part of the entire Charlie Kirk situation is the fact that people care so much more when it's his life than it is with anyone else's.
He was murdered live on television. That's a huge difference in what you're just saying.
In front of his kids, too, and his wife.
And I understand.
Fucked up.
I would like to ask if I can I discuss Palestine here, or should I not bring that up?
I'm kind of okay with it. One, I know you want to come in. I'm
so sorry. I keep interrupting you.
Well, so.
Who's coming to this group for our political opinion? Like, how did we go from dating to
I know what happened.
this group's political opinion?
Shut up.
Well, it is a pretty big breaking news thing. Well,
I agree with Charlie Kirk, but our deep political philosophy, this group.
In case you couldn't tell, I can't shut up.
Look, we're not gonna. It's a fair point. We will get back to dating soon, but I did at least want to bring it up because we'll talk about it briefly, but we will move on soon. You wanted to bring up Palestine?
The one thing I would like to say on Palestine, I understand that there's a difference between it being a broadcasted event with a given crowd, right? People are being murdered in Palestine in front of their entire families, in front of their friends, in front of their communities constantly, more than we are capable of grasping. These videos are being plastered all over the internet. People are watching this shit for fun.
Wait, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
This is going to be very sort of roundabout thinking here, but you said that Charlie Kirk espoused hateful rhetoric.
Yes.
Right, and that, well, I guess you say that that's not justification for assassination.
No.
But you can understand why people might.
I don't think that there is any justification. Oh.
Okay.
Never mind.
So hateful rhetoric. You said that. Would you categorize? You mentioned LGBTQ marriage, right?
Yes.
And how Charlie Kirk opposed it.
Yes.
Right. My question to you is, you cited this as a reason for why you might understand why people are rejoicing at Charlie Kirk's death because he was anti-LGBTQ. Would you say he's homophobic?
Again, I truly am not that well versed on his specific takes.
Well, he's against gay marriage, so would you consider that
I would consider that
homophobia?
to be homophobia.
Okay, so you would, hold on, you would label him as a homophobe, you would label him as anti-LGBTQ, you would say that he's against gay marriage, et cetera, and that was one of the primary justifications for you saying, well, I understand why people are rejoicing. You brought up Palestinians. Do you think there's a good record of how do I want to frame this properly?
Oh, I'm excited.
Do you think in Palestine or other Muslim majority countries that there's robust laws that protect people who are gay?
No.
Do you think that, for example, in certain Muslim countries, Muslim majority countries, that they're oftentimes, if somebody's found out to be gay, that they're stoned to death? Or
That's
they're
a bit
killed?
extreme. That there are circumstances, but if we're acting like that is the natural practice.
Do you think they're pro-choice?
But hold on. Do you think again? But you would have to agree. The reality is, in these Muslim majority countries, there's not a lot of rights for the LGBT community.
Sure, if you want to.
So wait,
yes.
but why? How do you reconcile then? How do you reconcile your defense of Palestine, which is clearly anti-LGBT, but also seem to have some issue with Charlie Kirk's anti-LGBT position?
Well, I mean, first of all, I'm anti-violence in any sense. That comes before any of my other beliefs. I don't think homophobia is a reason to kill people. I think that's pretty simple. But I also want to make it clear when I'm talking about Palestine, I'm not talking about the lawmakers. I'm talking about the children. I'm talking about the mothers, the fathers, the wives, the husbands, the men, the women, all of them.
Well, hold on. Even the citizenry, you do realize it's not just the politicians in these Islamic or Muslim countries. It's the majority of the citizenry is quite anti-LGBT.
Yes, they live in a country where they are encouraged to be. I think that specifically the U.S., is relatively open and accepting of different people because it's legal here, because it's we can discuss it, we can be in those spaces, we can have community like that. If they're not able to do those things, then yeah, I'd assume the population's more homophobic. That's fair. I also want to put it out there, I don't justify violence in any circumstance.
But can I ask you?
Yes.
So just to be clear, I think my personal position, any of these conflicts going on in the world, whether it's Israel-Palestine, whether it's Ukraine-Russia, or whether it's individual political assassinations, war's terrible.
Yes.
I hate to see anybody, whether I agree with them, disagree with them, being killed, civilians being killed, whatever it is. I don't like to see conflict. It's terrible, right?